What's up? This your girl A1, and you are tuning into
The Meetup.
online dating. I mean, even before the pandemic, a lot of people were trying online dating, but it's even more popular now because of the pandemic. People are really going to online sites to just get to know someone first and, kind of bond with them without having to be in person. What do you think about online dating? Would you try it? Would you not?
I've tried it plenty of times.
Me too.
It has yielded nothing. Nothing besides a bunch of time wasters, a bunch of cool with you and want to go on a date with, like, especially me in this instance. I've had a few females be like, yeah, I'll go on a date with you. We go on a date. And how I am right now is I am in person. Like, I'm not rude. I'm not disrespectful. I talk a lot of smack, but, like, I'm not out to offend anybody. Like, that's just how I bond with somebody. But I didn't do that so much on the first date, and then all of a sudden the energy is different. Like they don't want to text no more, or it becomes a one-sided conversation. Like I have to chase the person, and I'm tired of doing that. That becomes very time-consuming and energy-consuming. It also feeds into more of the attachment to our social medias.
Okay, so you do you feel like it was pretty much the same as dating like in person, or do you think it was worse?
It's for me. It's kind of like it's not been challenging for me, when it comes to dating. But online dating, it's for me. It's not that great. It's beneficial in two ways, because you get to meet somebody, talk about shared interests and all that, the whole nine. And but on the flip side, you also have to be on the cautious side because yeah, that person might be feeling you, you might be feeling that person, but yet they could be catfishing you, pretend to be, and yet they're another person behind the pictures.
Hmm.
And also they can be like scamming you because I have
Oh my goodness.
I had like two people I met, right? They tried to scam me, and right away, I figured it out. I'm like, yeah, you're trying to scam me. Nice try, you
Right.
know. They say, oh, like, oh, I'm like, I want to have sex with you, all this stuff. I'm like, and it's from online, like, oh, online, it's good way to meet, but it's also a dangerous way as well because you don't know what's really going on. You
No.
Yeah.
know, it's better if I went to the like, because I'm old school. I would go to a bar or like a chill night scene or club, and I'll meet the person. But other than that, I see it as I see it as a online dating as a win loss.
Yeah.
Because nowadays people can do that. People can Photoshop. Make their ass look bigger, making whatever part they want bigger or stuff. Look at Kylie Jenner.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I kind of have a sense about that. But there are a few things that I watch out for. But I gotta say this. What Mario said in my head. That's sitting in my head. So my thing is too is that if you're reaching out to the resources of online dating platforms, and whether your intention is you're bored, and you want to talk to somebody, you're bored and you want to find somebody to be compatible with, or you're just bored, period. If your intention is to find somebody, then lying to them first off is not going to form a bond.
Right.
Yeah.
Just be honest. Who cares what you look like? Just because this one person don't find you attractive, somebody else will.
Right.
If you're lying to deceive somebody and then all of a sudden they see who you really are, then they're going to be even more hateful towards you. Just be honest and be who you are. That doesn't help you form a trusting and bonding relationship, or even a friendship with someone if you're gonna lie to them right off the bat?
Oh yeah.
What's the point of putting that energy out there?
I've
Mm,
tried I've tried online dating. It was okay. I actually dated someone for a little bit, for about 3 months or so,
Mhm.
and it didn't work out.
Right.
But it wasn't it wasn't bad.
hmm Yeah, don't get me
Like,
wrong. I've had some successful ones on online dating, like as far as actually meeting up, conversation, we're together for X amount of time, but even still, it didn't end up working out because of something prolonged that I didn't know about, or something that came up, or whatever the case may be.
yeah.
what I like about it is you can meet a lot of people without, especially people that are not exactly in your area, but probably like the same state. Because sometimes for me, I don't like dating in my neighborhood. So for me, I like it better for that reason. But I also like to meet people from different states too. Not, I mean, as far as dating, I probably wouldn't date someone from a different state. I've tried it. I've tried it and just it doesn't work. Have you
Right.
guys ever tried like a long distance type thing?
I did long distance dating last year. She was in Texas, I was in Florida, and we tried it. We would talk and text, each other almost every day whenever we can. Or to for me, long distance is just a matter of trust. Are you able to trust that person to behave themselves around other people?
hmm
And are you able to, you know, be faithful? I think, within this generation, people, the generation's forgetting what a relationship is at, when it comes to long distance.
hmm
They it don't mean, oh, my girlfriend's in another state, let me go another girl behind her back, or the girl's boyfriend's out of town, and let me go fuck his homeboys. Like, come on now, like,
Two
y'all in
sided.
a, yeah, don't be a fake in the relationship. If you want to be long distance, okay, let's do long distance. I have your word, you're gonna be faithful to me if I'm in another state, and you have my word. It's all about trust and loyalty for me.
Right. So before you even enter in a long distance relationship, you have to set ground rules and boundaries. There has to be some point
Mhm.
over, like, if you guys are gonna date long distance, within 6 months, you guys should be trying to meet in the halfway point. And then come the year and a half, either I'm going to where she is or she can come to where I am. Because if you don't make these small strides and it's just a long distance relationship, that tarnishes the relationship. We can text, video chat, email each other, call each other all we want, but if there's nothing physical, then it becomes harder to stay in this long distance relationship.
Right,
Oh
I
yeah.
agree because it really depends on what, like you said, what rules and stuff that you set up. Because I, I don't know, I wouldn't mind doing a long distance relationship now that you put it like that if you have established rules. Because I feel like somebody's gonna do something. Like there's just temptation everywhere. And I feel like somebody's gonna do something at some point, especially if you're not seeing each other uh that often. Now, if you live maybe like the next state over and it's like an, an hour or two, you can like drive there or something like that. That's not too bad because you can see each other like every weekend. But if
Mhm.
it's a flight away, then there's some kind of rules or something. Like for me, I probably would say, do you while you're there, and when we're together, we're together. So I'm thinking more so if the person that I was with, maybe they have some kind of business that they're doing in a different state, then I would say, okay, well, you're gonna be gone for a few months, taking care of your business there, do what you do there. But
Right.
when you come back, we're gonna be together. And at some point, even if you have the business there, you know, either move it here or I would have to move there. At some point, we would have to be coming together. If somebody's not willing to compromise and move to, the other state, it's just not gonna work.
I don't know. You might just get too comfortable being in the state that they're in. Just because this one person don't find you attractive, somebody else will.
Right.
Yeah, you're trying to scam me. Nice try.